Hello, I'm Mayor Tom Henry. Welcome to Fort Wayne's All-America City presentation. Today we have a panel of community members and leaders who will showcase some of our exciting programs that promote civic engagement, making Fort Wayne a city that is moving forward together. Megan Butler will discuss Riverfront Fort Wayne, a multi-phase community and economic development project that activates public space to engage all of our citizens. Ira Kedley will show how Fort Wayne United ensures that equity and diversity are embraced across our community. And Shanita Bolton will highlight the Family and Community Engagement Center, which is part of Indiana's largest public school system, which is Fort Wayne Community Schools. Today's panel will be moderated by local business owner and community leader, Stephen J. Bailey.
Thank you, Mayor Henry. We have so many incredible things happening in Fort Wayne that it's hard to highlight only three. Megan, let's start with you. What makes Riverfront Fort Wayne in its first phase of activity in Promenade Park more than just a new green space?
Riverfront Fort Wayne was founded on three rivers, but for much of our history, we turned our backs on them. Then a tide turned as we realized the value of our rivers again. We began soliciting feedback and created the Envision Center in a downtown Fort Wayne storefront, where members of the public met with consultants to figure out how to make our community dreams a reality. Our mission, vision, brand, programming, and public space design, including features to make the park accessible for people of all abilities, stem directly from citizen input. Promenade Park opened in August 2019 with a 3-day grand opening where over 100 groups celebrated arts, culture, recreation, and nature. More than 35,000 people attended. This was more than just a party for the city's history books. It was the beginning of a movement to deliver on our promise of being a space that is truly for every person in our community. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, we have early data showing that not only is the park enjoyed and loved, it is changing the way people see themselves, their government, and their larger community.
Thank you, Megan. And now we're going to take a question from the audience.
I love Promenade Park so much that I chose it for one of my buddy benches. Megan, what excites you about Riverfront Fort Wayne?
First, this young lady is Sammy Vance. She uses melted down donated plastic bottle caps to create buddy benches where kids and adults can sit and make a new friend. As for your question, I come from a disadvantaged background and even experienced homelessness growing up. I didn't have a place like this as a kid. As a child, I learned there were people who made decisions and people who had decisions made for them. And we were the latter. I learned how certain experiences help people connect and build social capital, which changes lives. As a single mom, my sons often tag along to my work at Riverfront and witness how this transformation happens.
Tell us a bit about some of the people you've met through Riverfront Fort Wayne.
Riverfront Fort Wayne and Promenade Park have already made a huge impact on so many people. Let's hear from one of our local small business owners who has been able to reach more people with his delicious food.
My name is Victor Espinosa. I immigrated from Mexico City, and my wife, Omaira Oliveras, is from Puerto Rico. When Promenade Park opened it, we started selling ice cream bar from a small car, and now we own La Michoacana Mobile, and we enjoy sharing our food and culture with all the Fort Wayne community.
Promenade Park is a clear example of the city moving forward together. A place for people to gather, a place where people of all backgrounds prosper. Another community-wide transformation has come from Fort Wayne United, which was created to enhance opportunities for Black men and boys. Irick, please tell us how these efforts have impacted Fort Wayne.
So one of our initiatives, our 10-point coalition, is a boots on the ground approach that empowers people who in some cases were a part of the problem, but now are a significant part of the solution. They learn about community needs, they build relationships, and they connect people to life-changing resources. Within the first 14 months, crime in this neighborhood was reduced by over 70%. The city also hired minority contractors to complete over $200,000 worth of home repair enhancements in the neighborhood. And by collaborating with a local construction company, over 40 individuals, including our 10-point coalition members, were offered jobs with a livable wage. We also have a lot of programs that focus on youth like Quayon, who is here today, who was a part of our Friday Tie Day program, which matches students with a community leader who meets with them to build trusting relationship through one-on-one conversations, job shadowing, and fun activities.
Hi, I'm Quayon. Growing up in a family of 7, I had a single mom raising us all. And without a father figure, I never learned how to tie a tie before Fort Wayne United's Friday Tie Day program. I was partnered with my mentor, Chuck Surak, a big name business owner of a worldwide company. How many young Black kids from the inner city have had an opportunity like this?
Opportunity is key. One opportunity Fort Wayne United has provided is making the community comfortable with having uncomfortable conversations. I saw a powerful video called Could Have Been Me, where you shared your personal journey, Eric. Can you tell us more about that story?
Absolutely. When I was 10, I moved from Trinidad and Tobago to Fort Wayne. And within 2 years of being in America, I had witnessed people being shot and even 2 people die in front of my eyes. This truly impacted my psyche as I sensed that the Black male in my new country had a different life and journey ahead of him. Our video was rooted in the truth of our reality that regardless of our success or our influence, homicide could have and still can impact any one of us.
That video really opened a lot of eyes here in Fort Wayne.
And I'm glad it did. Over the last few years, our community has been moving towards an understanding that we do have a shared humanity. Our latest initiative called United Front provides a learning experience for our entire community.
In fact, we have Brenda Gerber Vincent from Greater Fort Wayne, our local Chamber of Commerce, in the audience today. Brenda, can you share a bit about how the business community has embraced this initiative?
Businesses and their employees care about racial diversity and inclusion. In Fort Wayne, we have United Front, where 185 organizations and more than 8,000 business leaders are having meaningful conversations in a safe environment. We are learning a common language and a philosophy that will change the course of our community for generations to come.
Fort Wayne United doesn't just make good business sense, it also moves us forward towards a more inclusive community and a brighter future for children in our area. Shanita, our children's future is front and center in all that Fort Wayne Community Schools does. How is the Family and Community Engagement Center a part of that?
We call ourselves FACE, and I think it's important to note that FACE was intentionally and strategically placed on a city bus route in the downtown area to make sure we be accessible for our students, their families, and the entire community. I think it's best to hear about the support FACE provides firsthand from one of our families.
The FACE Center has given my family a wealth of information. My oldest, Jakayla, has participated in cheer clinics with Miss Shanita Bolton. She has done the Student Advisory Board Committee with the superintendent. She has gotten her work permit from here, as well as do the college and career readiness program. My son, Jakai, a freshman going into his sophomore year, has participated in the athletic leadership program and the college and career readiness program since he was in 7th grade. I'm involved with the Parent Trailblazer program, where I connect other parents through social media and personal phone calls, or even talking sometimes face-to-face with resources that I've received at the FACE Center or some things that may be great for them. Without the FACE Center, my family would not have been as involved with the community or Fort Wayne Community Schools.
As you can tell, FACE is not a deficit model that just helps students who are low income or academically struggling. Beyond assisting over 900 students and families each year who are considered McKinney-Vento, we support everyone through programming for students, trainings for parents, and professional learning for staff. We have seen more students stay in school because they've received immunizations at FACE, more students participating in leadership seminars and college visits, and we've been recognized by the state of Indiana for significantly increasing FAFSA completion and 21st Century Scholar Success Program requirements.
It sounds like FACE has made quite the impact in the last 5 years.
When FACE first opened, there was a family that had just arrived in Fort Wayne and did not know where to get help. Knowing they had children, someone told them to go to the FACE Center. They walked through our doors with no place to stay, no food, and only what they could carry in their car. When they left, FACE had assisted them in registering for school, obtaining clothes, shoes, shelter, immunizations, and school supplies. We're able to meet families where they are because of our incredible community partnerships, including the City of Fort Wayne and Fort Wayne United, as we look for resources to better support our students and families.
Incredible work. Thank you, Shanita. And many thanks to all of our panelists today who do so much to make Fort Wayne an all-America city that's moving forward together.